Hi, and welcome to Jamie deRoy and Friends. I'm Jamie deRoy.
And I'm Barry Kleinbord.
This week, we thought we'd start with the Museum of Broadway. It covers all things Broadway. It opened last November, and it is such a fun day to spend there.
Well, and it covers 300 years of theater going, and it has exhibits. Rooms are built like different sets from different musicals. There's an Annie room, and there's a West Side Story room, and there's a chorus line room.
And a Phantom of the Opera room.
Right, and I told the young man in the chorus line room that I was at the very first preview on April 7th, 1975, and he looked at me and he went, "Oh." I thought it was groundbreaking, but I guess we have different ideas about that. Anyhow, it's a treat for out-of-towners as well as people in the city to just experience all of that theater in one building.
It's kind of a little bit of an interactive museum. It's such a fun way to spend an afternoon. I highly recommend it for everybody. And bring the kids.
Let's take a look.
What we've created is really meant to be for everyone, whether they've seen one Broadway show or they've seen hundreds of Broadway shows.
We have really collaborated with the community on what would be the best experience for fans.
We use visual storytelling. It's interactive.
It's experiential and Instagrammable and immersive. You walk the timeline and then you end up in the middle of a show that changed the future of Broadway.
So you'll get to walk through, oh, what a beautiful morning for Oklahoma, and see the artifacts, but then be immersed into the experience.
Rent is designed by the original scenic designer, Paul Clay.
You're going to be immersed into the East Village.
You come into the Wiz, you ease on down the yellow LED staircase.
It's a jukebox tunnel that you go through, and the lights are synchronized to the music.
It captures socially progressive, groundbreaking moments that have happened in our history. There'll be Easter eggs for people who might think they know everything about Broadway. Well, maybe they didn't know this story. I think it'll give a deeper appreciation to people who go to see their next Broadway show.
On October 26th, Tony Danza and the Stars of Tomorrow have their benefit at the Pershing Square Signature Theater. Recently, Tony Danza stopped by to talk about it. Here is more of that interview. One day, I know you were taking some of the kids grocery shopping.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, I'm also concerned about wellness. I'm concerned about, I'll be perfectly honest, we have some kids who are overweight, and I worry about them. And so I decided to try to make it wellness. But, what's interesting, something you really find out when you work with kids, blows your mind, is that what they don't know, they don't know. And, it doesn't matter if we all know it, but if they don't know it, they don't know it. And so shopping, cooking, they don't know. They don't know that. So I got 15 of them. And we went to the Pioneer supermarket on Columbus Avenue at 74th Street. And we went shopping. And I taught them, we bought chicken cutlets, some breadcrumbs, some salad stuff, some potatoes, and some broccolini I was making. And then everybody shopped, everybody got their groceries, and then we all went home, got on a Zoom, and I taught them how to cook. And we made breaded chicken cutlets, a very simple meal, but chicken cutlets and a salad that you can eat every night, because that's what my father did. He made a salad every night. We had a salad, that's our vegetable, and the broccolini and the potatoes and a little bread. And now, what's interesting is now they want to make meatloaf. They're calling me up. Well, how do you make? It's like they're into it. That's the thing about working with kids. It's so thrilling when you see that oh, they didn't understand it, but now look how they're gravitating to. They're so. It's amazing. It's much like the Shakespeare thing. So the cooking thing is a big thing, and I think we have to deal with this. We have to start thinking about this.
What's it like when you see a young child, well, not a young child, but a young man, let's say, who, you know, has really come through a difficult time? I know Jerry Stiller, years ago, we did something for him at the Boys Club of America. He told me it saved his life. If he hadn't gone there, instead of being an actor, he'd have been a hoodlum. I'm sure it changes a lot of the direction of a lot of these kids' lives.
When I was 12 years old, I was standing on the corner of Fulton Street and Crescent in East New York, and the cop on the beat was a guy named Jack. He was a tough guy. He used to say to us when he saw us, he'd say, "Hey, you see this face?" We say, "Yeah." He said, "Well, when you see it, don't let it see you." That was the way he treated us. One day, he was strongly suggested that I give the Police Athletic League a try, and it was a little storefront underneath the L on Fulton, down on Fulton Street. And I went there, and what I found was these two guys. They were cops, and they were there every day, and they would ask you, "How's things? How's your family?" You know, just somebody interested in you.
Yeah.
And it made a big difference. It really did. And the kids that we have, it's really it's a labor of love and it's thrilling. But when you see one of these kids, like I have a kid, we have a kid right now at Purchase who's in the conservatory who he swears that our program was even more intense than the acting program at the conservatory. I can't believe that. But and just the fact that he's there thinking about that as opposed to thinking about something else is a triumph. I think, I really think for me, this has been something I've been talking about. I was fooling around on YouTube and I saw an interview I gave with remember Huell Hauser? He was a PBS guy, and he interviewed me at Pink's at the hot dog place on La Cienega.
With the big hot dog.
And I talked about how I don't think kids get the same kind of break that I got when I was a kid, and I wanted to do something about it. So this has been something that's been on my radar screen for a long time, and now to actually do it on our own, with our own 501c3, and we're on our own, and people are, DeVito and Danny DeVito and Jim Brooks, James L. Brooks helped me get started. They were the initial contributors, so.
Very nice.
Yeah, Danny said he's working for Jersey Mike's, and he's doing commercials, and he said that in the contract, they gave him money for his favorite charity, and he says, "You're my favorite charity."
Oh, that is so great.
Yeah, it's good to have good friends.
And Danny's going to be doing a Teresa Rebeck play
Right.
at the Roundabout called I Need That. It's about a hoarder.
Yeah. Him and his daughter, by the way.
Lucy,
He's
yes.
doing it with his daughter,
That's
yeah.
very exciting.
Very exciting, yeah. He goes into rehearsal next week. He is, right now he's getting over COVID. Another guy, yeah, it's rearing its ugly head again. It's this thing,
I know, we keep hearing about it. Well, there's a young man that was on the video that when I got an email about your program and your charity on the 26th of October, there was a young man in the video that I found very impressive.
Yeah, he's and he is like kind of the prototype of the kids we're trying to reach. He's really smart and really hip, and really, if they even use that word anymore. But it's dangerous out there. It's very easy to get in trouble.
Yeah.
And he's totally immersed in our program. And when you see his little testimonial he gives, it's thrilling. It really is. It's thrilling.
Well, we can take a look at Shazar's testimonial.
Hi, my name is Josiah Gustan, and I'd like to invite you to the first annual Stars of Tomorrow Project fundraiser on Thursday, October 26, 2023. The Stars of Tomorrow Project is a new developmental teen acting organization founded by Tony Danza. The fundraiser will help New York City's youth continue to see far beyond our blocks and help us be in the world in a bigger way. The program works with hundreds of young people throughout the 5 boroughs of New York City and various other states. The program, the organization provides a sense of community, helps us develop our artistic skills, and more importantly, helps us learn life skills and aids us in our college process. I know this because I've experienced it all. They helped me get into CalArts Acting Conservatory. This year, I'll be an incoming freshman. This is definitely a worthy cause, and I hope you'll come support our growth and development.
Infinite Life by Annie Baker, who's a Pulitzer Prize winner, is playing at the Atlantic Theater on their main stage. It plays through October 8th, and it's directed by James McDonald.
It's an ensemble piece, and among the cast is Brenda Presley, Mary Louise Burke, and Christine Nielsen.
And now for the Cabaret Roundup. To celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, Mauricio Martinez returns to 54 Below. He'll be appearing October 5th and 6th.
Yes, he appeared on a Jamie deRoy and Friends, and he sang a song in Spanish, which was from a new musical that he was working on, and I believe we should look at that right now.
Mi Peru, why do I keep this key? From the front door I can remember being welcomed by Pablito's chicha smile. Mi Peru, I miss your green Pachamama, Chirimoya, Sauco, Lucuma, how I miss the taste of home. Peru, the hills with ancient secrets, mis ancestros keep me strong with your music and your song. Peru, the fog that blankets the sea, the ocean that I love, it clouds my memory. Mi Peru, am I forgetting you? As I walk the busy streets, miss your sounds surround me. Feel your heart surround me. Memories that ground me to my home. I could never lose you, even if I choose to. New York, will you ever feel like home? Let's hear it for this amazing band. Mi Peru, I miss your green Pachamama, Chirimoya, Sauco, Lucuma, how I miss the taste of home. Peru, the hills with ancient secrets, mis ancestros keep me strong with your music and your song. Peru, the fog that blankets the sea, the ocean that I love, it clouds my memory. Mi Peru, am I forgetting you? As I walk the busy streets, miss your heart surround me. Miss your hills surround me. Memories that ground me to my home. I will never lose you, even if I choose to. New York, will you ever feel like home? Yeah. I'm
On October 12th, Leroy Reams brings back his show uncensored for adults only.
And from October 14th to November 14th, Marilyn May returns to 54 Below. Well, that's always a treat and a half.
Absolutely. This woman, there's no stopping her. She's already celebrated her 95th birthday. If you haven't seen Marilyn May, this will tell you all you need to know.
Every honeybee fills with jealousy when they see you out with me. Well, I don't blame them, goodness knows. You're my honeysuckle rose. And when you're passing by, flowers droop and sigh. Yeah, I know the reasons why. You're much sweeter, heaven knows. You're my honeysuckle rose. Don't need sugar. You just have to touch my cup. You're my sugar, so sweet when you stir it. When I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey fairly drips. You are my honeysuckle rose. You just got to touch my cup. You're my sugar. It's so sweet. It's so sweet when you step up it up, and when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey very lips. You are confection, perfection, heaven knows. You are my honeysuckle rose. I love your eyes, your teeth, your mouth, your nose. I love you, and I suppose you will always be my honeysuckle rose.
From October 11th to the 14th, Patina Miller brings a new show called An Evening with Patina to the Cafe Carlisle.
From October 3rd through the 7th, singer-songwriter Peter Sincotti brings his show to the club. Peter is also celebrating his latest CD.
Let's take a look.
To be a killer on the keys, playing lines like these, mixing blues and Bach with jazz and rock. To live and breathe every single melody. To be a killer on the keys. Killer, to be a killer on, to be a killer, to be a killer on, to be a killer on the keys. Yeah, to be a killer on, to be a killer, to be a killer on, to be a killer on the keys. Everything I did to be a killer on, to be a killer on, to be a killer on the keys. Oh, to be a killer on the keys.
This year, the New York Cabaret Convention, presented by the Mabel Mercer Foundation, takes place at the Rose Theater at Lincoln Center from October 17th through the 19th. Each night is a different theme.
It's their 34th year of the convention, and there's always new people, always surprising performances every time, and people know it's fall when there's the cabaret convention. On October 23rd at Birdland, we're going to do the next live Jamie deRoy and Friends as a benefit for the Entertainment Community Fund. I still call it the Actors Fund. I've got to get over that. And it's quite a cast. We have Tony Danza, Tony Award winner Nikki M. James. We have Daisy Joplin, a fantastic violinist, a comedian by the name of Stephen Scott, and we have two great singers, Seth Sykes and Nicholas King. Here is Seth Sykes and Nicholas King.
So let's have fun. It's no big feat when Sykes and King turn up the heat. We're two of a kind. Unlimited, we are as two of a kind. Around the corner, or whistling down the river. Come on, deliver to me, to me. It's friendship, friendship. Just the perfect friendship. When other friendships have been forgot, ours will still be hot. A lot of tick, tick, tick. There is nothing you can twinkle in the sky, or a twinkling in my eye. I wonder why you pull that throttle. Whistle blows, a huffing and a puffing, and away she goes. All aboard for California. In Topeka and a Santa Fe. And when I have to give the world my last farewell, and the undertaker comes to ring my funeral bell,
I don't want to go to heaven, don't want to go to hell. I happen to like New York. I happen to like New York.
Tear off my sorrow, mask I'll beg still or borrow my share of laughter. With you I could learn to. Can I fall in love with you on a new dime? Give a damn, but who can I turn to when you turn away? A rose or a van, high wrapped in mink or saran. Any way that you plan, do the best that you can. With my heart in my hand, all I ask is come back to me, come back to me, come back to me, come back to me.
To end this edition of our show, we're going to go out with music from Jeff Harner. Jeff has just released a new CD, which is called A Collective Sigh, because it's the music of Cy Coleman. Get it?
It also celebrates a 40-year collaboration with his musical director, Alex Rybeck. Here is a look at Jeff Harner.
Spellbound, I'm hopelessly spellbound, bewitched by your magic, seduced by your charm. That sly come-hither stare that strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft, and I have no defense for
for it. The heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? 'Cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me, my heart says, yes, indeed, in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one I wouldn't switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you. Witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one I wouldn't switch, 'cause there's no nicer